Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Down at the 25. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 18-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's brought down. But that is a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Texans a first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get this down only to about the 46.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They're going to try and throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Pierce. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey,
they go play action now. Lawrence. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, Roy.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hey, exit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Hey, stand on! Hey, keep sit! Go! Bravo! Hey, Alpha! Hey, forward!
Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to work. A little juke. Touchdown!
Well, this is where a quarterback's passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hey, Delta! Look at me!
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive picks, and each offense, they drove the ball close enough to at least attempt a field goal, but on back-to-back drives, the defense has stood firm and forced an interception.
Yeah, it's a really nice battle seeing one answer the other with a turnover to keep points off the board.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man. Complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye and Louis.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after